What's up, Internet? This is Secret of Internet. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Secret of Internet. Yeah, that's what this is.
It is a secret of the Internet.
This is Secret of Evermore.
Yep,
I am
Evermore.
amazed about how good this game looks. I'm going to be honest.
It looks pretty cool. It was the very first role-playing game I ever played that didn't freak me out because I just didn't understand what I was doing. First one I ever played was Breath of Fire, and that's when I was used to get to point A to point B to C and T until you fight a dragon and win and save a princess. Let's see here. Well, what should I name myself?
Whatever you want to, man.
I know. I'm thinking I want to do something fun, but I'm an original. So we're going to go with...
What is this guy's actual name supposed to be?
Boy, and your only companion is a dog, and its name is Dog.
That's
it.
It's
the boy and the dog.
That's sad.
That's why it's kind of hard to come up with a name. I would just put in his default name, but let's see here. You know what? Actually, I got a better one. King Dork.
King Dork.
I am King Dork.
With a
he
dog
is King
name?
Dork. Now, this is the intro. You can actually skip it if you want.
Nah.
I don't want to, because you get,
I'm just imagining that there's a place called Podunk USA.
Yeah, I actually tried to find it when I was a kid because I was an idiot. Just straight up could not figure out where the hell Podunk was supposed to be. I asked my mom and everything. And she was just like, oh, honey, you're so stupid.
Well, here's the thing. There is a Podunk USA.
Oh, well, now who's the dumb bitch? Knew it.
But it's in Michigan.
This could take place in Michigan. I can see that.
But yeah, it's there's a Podunk USA somewhere, and it's just, and it's a ghost town.
Oh, yep. This looks like a ghost town.
No, this looks like hell. That.
Well, it's the 60s.
I mean,
also, fun fact about this game: it is SquareSoft that made it, but it was SquareSoft America. This is the first and only game they ever made because it did not
sell well.
Not really. No, it uses the same engine as Secret of Mana too. So a lot of people were really confused here. They were like, "What the fuck? This isn't Secret of Mana. This is a shitty sequel. Why would you even call it that?" There you go. There's a ghost town because that's present day.
Why are you Marty Mcfly?
Damn. That would have possibly been a good name for him.
No, look at him. Look at him.
Say it.
Buffalo vest. The only thing different is he has this blonde hair.
We'll name the dog McFly.
McFly.
No, here we go. Yeah, King Dork and his trusty dog McFly. That is perfect.
Oh God. Let's see if I can look up anything else about this game.
It does have a unique magic system that is probably one of the coolest ones on Super Nintendo as far as I'm concerned. I think it's neater than, well, let's see. I don't want to use the word neater, more imaginative. Imaginative? Whatever. In any case.
Imagination.
Yeah, it's, the thing is you don't cast spells like with magic. You have to learn them because they're alchemy spells and you have to get ingredients to make them work.
Okay, I've seen that like in one other game that was like 12 years removed from this.
Yeah, I
like,
cannot think of another game. I can't. You've played more than I have.
But no, like that game was all about, it was a turn-based tactical RPG. It wasn't, I don't think it's anything like this.
The graphics are the fantastic. Also, he just quoted a line from a movie, and that is kind of like his whole shtick throughout the game is every time something crazy happens, he's like, oh, that reminds me of the time I watched this movie. It's just like, what the fuck, man?
That dog got removed.
And I got deleted too.
Not even deleted, like removed from, like, it turned into a poodle, then... That creepy motherfucker.
That's a butler.
With one eye and a small, strong hand. What?
That would be. Oh, I don't know if I want to ruin it. I don't know who I'm ruining this for.
No. Let me try to explain this. We are all very trope proficient here, right? At least I think so.
Okay.
That guy's evil.
Oh yeah, no, that's a
like
Carl Tron.
like, and that guy's good.
Probably.
No, I mean he looks like Dr. Light.
He looks like Dr. Light. A little bit. Or if Dr. Light and Dr. Wiley had a baby.
He has like the cool mustache and everything like that.
All right, let's see here. Go get my ass whooped. Nah, I really want to blow shit up. Well, now what? I don't know, King Dork. Well, fuck. All right, I gotta get used to this D-pad. All right, let's see here.
You received the bazooka.
Yeah, bazooka's pretty great.
It's isn't it? I mean, it's not like you don't exist.
No. Pop! I mean, what? Like the only thing that could possibly happen when getting hit with bazooka fucking happened. Oh no!
Give a kid a bazooka. What do you think happens?
Of course, you gotta like charge up, and if you miss,
I mean, reloading's a thing, unless you
beat
want
the fuck out of him.
Okay.
Who needs bullets when you can beat the shit out of it with a gun?
It's not how life works. I didn't think, but I could be wrong.
I actually thought, like, when I played this, that you got a bazooka. I thought that was really cool. And it got cooler to me when I played more role-playing games and came back to this. Like, this is something I thought was great to get me used to role-playing games because it's pretty easy. But then I enjoyed it even more after getting more experience with them and coming back and knowing how to actually play the game. Because, like, leveling up my weapons barely made any sense, but it didn't matter because you could use magic and...
Yeah. Like, listen. There's a bunch of RPGs out there that I would call like the first time RPGs that you play, that you hand like a 5-year-old and just like, here, play this. You're going to love this genre of gaming. This is one. Some of the Yeast series is really, really good for that. If you wanted to get them into tactical RPGs, there's a bunch of other stuff that you could go for. But to be honest, just have fun with it.
Oh man, I just hardly ever play new games anymore. I am so just dated. I have like I actually have a Sonic Ultimate Collection on 360.
So let me get this straight. Fell down a hole, shot the bazooka once,
and I have a bone.
And now your bazooka's gone.
I exploded in a wreck, but I apparently am okay.
That makes sense to me.
Something also in this game. Remember how I told you you get ingredients and whatnot?
Yeah.
All right. Well, when that dog is sniffing around, that's not just like an animation thing that it does. It's actually sniffing out ingredients, and that's how you can find a lot of them that are such as water. I found water.
I mean, Law of 3 says that you need water.
Exactly. So he's sniffing something else out. More water. Now, you can also purchase ingredients, but some of them are really expensive. But, not to be fooled, that does not mean that spell is worth a shit. There's just what's good and what isn't is all over the place. There's no real rhyme or reason to it.
Ow.
And some have animations that will let you cast the spell multiple times instead of casting it and waiting to go over.
Yeah.
When you do that, it makes it hurt more when it hits because it stacks all the damage, right? And then when you finally are done, then it'll all hit at once, so you can effectively lock bosses into just certain death. That's probably how some people get through this really quick, but you don't get that spell until
way later.
Yeah, not way later. The second island. Also, the ingredients I was talking about. Some ingredients are only sold. I might want to level up. But by select merchants, and the guy who gives you the spell that I was talking about is also the only guy who sells the damn ingredient. And if you're playing this for the first time, you won't know that, And when you go from the second island to the third island, you can't go back. So I hope you bought enough for that spell, because otherwise, once you're out, you're out. Except for what the dog might sniff up, which
is not. I'm assuming that's almost random, depending on the area. Yeah. Like he'll keep finding water in this area, like no matter what, like on a timer. I could be wrong.
Sorta. The what he sniffs up does not respawn. So it's not like I can leave him out, come back, and he'll redo it. You are right that like it is specific to regions. Like ash and water found a lot here, but on second, third island, well, water is not a good example. Water's kind of found everywhere, but roots would be a good example.
Yeah, I mean, you need life. Let's see here.
Let's see here. Well, I hit level 2, so I should be fine. Also, your dog is your powerhouse a lot of the time. And the cool thing about the dog is he, just like in Secret of Mana, this game, your stuff levels, right?
What did he just do?
Let's see here. What the who this what?
I'm talking about the dog.
Oh, he was kind of sniffing. Right now, this is the first boss fight. It's a real boss fight. You could still actually lose this fight and not lose the game, but you get like a bonus if you win. And there's like a few of them.
Giant raptors of doom.
Oh yeah, those raptors will fuck your world up too. They're about to kill my dog, and then it's just all on me.
Now, is he on a timer, or is he like if he goes down?
No, he's done unless I revive him. And now the game will continue on if your dog dies, right? But you can play the dog. But you should never. There's no point playing the dog ever, because if the boy dies, and he will, if you don't play him, that's game over.
Oh, because the dog, like you can revive the dog as the boy, but not the boy as a dog.
Right, which makes sense. I mean, what the fuck's the dog gonna do if you die? Probably eat you is the answer. And you're a dick.
They're not cats.
I don't know. That dog might be.
No. No.
You should actually look up the game art for this that was on the
like bots.
No, well, the box, but the player's guide. I used to have the player's guide of this, and it was just ridiculous. Whoever did this did not
even play this game.
I don't know.
Oh well, that's a thing.
Yeah, but he, the dog only gets one piece of equipment. It's a collar. That's his armor. It significantly increases his stuff, but it's all he gets. And then the boy gets a helmet, a bracer, which you don't get shields, you get bracers. And then you get, helmets, bracers, body armor. And then now you only get this.
Are talons money?
Yes, for this island.
Okay.
You get off this island. Fuck it, I was gonna kill the thing by myself. You get off this island, and talons are worthless. You go to the next island, and they only want jewels. You can turn in your talons to get jewels, but it's like a big ratio 2 to 1.
Yeah.
But and this is another thing with the game will get you if you're new.
Save right here.
You will have to come back here eventually, and then you'll want those talents back. It's better to just make the money there from killing shit and not giving up your talents. That dude just leveled me. And I am missing like a motherfucker.
Dog's down.
That figures. Dog's not so good against quick enemies until late game.
I just wanna. So they just like randomly attack out of those things.
Yeah, the big thing is to just like.
And then like they try to run back into them, and you can like smack them when they run back.
Yeah, the big thing is to just dodge their initial swipe. Because you have to like,
yeah, like so this enemy's not terrible. It's just like it requires like dodging.
There we go. Yeah, the big thing is like.
Now he doesn't gain any experience while he's down.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Fucker.
That would suck. Like, oh yeah, your dog died? Well, you get nothing.
I cannot believe that did not... Oh, how did that not count?
Hit boxes.
I cannot believe that did not...
Hit boxes.
Oh, I cannot believe that didn't hit it, though. I looked like it was right on top of me. Got it.
McFly. Oh, by the way, we renamed, when we went through back, we renamed him Marty Mcfly.
Yes, we sure did. Oh wait, I get the level. I'm fine now. Fuck.
I mean, they still do 8 damage, so you don't want to take too many of those.
Yeah, but now I'm ass. Oh, come on. But the speed run from.
Oh, I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's a lot of levels. Like they do a lot of leveling early, or just skip this entirely.
I would, yeah, that would make more sense because you can just let it kill you. Your dog saves you. Let's see. So, like, I know there's Ash there.
All right. So where are we? How did we get here? What are we doing?
This is the first village, and as per RPG rules, all things are up for grabs.
You know, I'm just gonna go in and loot some dude's house.
Yep. Now, I don't want to give the game away or anything, but there is a point where if you do this, you miss out on one of the best spells.
Where you just loot stuff?
Yeah, well, the thing is you go into this guy's house, you loot his chest, and as you go out, he's like, you steal from my chest, and you're like...
No.
Yeah, if you did it at all, there is no right answer, then he basically kicks your ass out. If you leave it alone, he's like, well, here, take this spell. It's called Lance. And it's exactly what it sounds like. A lance rockets into the enemy, and it does ridiculous damage. Like, you don't even have to level it up that much. Which magic, just like weapons, by the way, level up. And some spells start out like trash, and then eventually get pretty damn good. Other ones, there's no amount of leveling. They're just not good. They're not worth, for one reason or the other. They like don't do enough damage. It's not really productive for the game.
Any dots? Because like one of my things is that I'm a...
Are you like dot spells?
Oh, dude, I am a dot master, okay?
There's like one, and it's useless.
I have a feeling I should explain what dots are. Dots are damage over time. Like, one of my best D&D builds was called the Ronco Grease Wizard.
Uh-huh.
And what it was is that I had a spell with an alchemical augment that did 1 damage, right? It just did 1...
Oh, there we go. Sorry to interrupt. That's what I got for beating the Raptors. That thing cost about 120 talons, I think, which I don't have. But since I beat the Raptors, this guy gives me that armor as a thank you. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're good.
The reward.
Nice. It's freaking nice. It doesn't change what you look like, right?
Oh, this is Super Nintendo. Are you on drones?
Oh, no, look, some Super Nintendos actually did that, where it's just like,
Yeah,
you change this, you get that. But no, so the Ronco Grease Wizard, the spell Grease lasts for like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it made it so that the enemy couldn't move. Essentially, unless they made like a check, which they never did. And the entire point was, because they couldn't move, and the grease was acidic, and it just did 1 damage to them, they would just die.
That's wonderful. That is a beautiful spell.
It's just like, bap, okay, you're stuck there, and you're going to take 1 damage until the end of time. But
that's amazing. I love it. Now, in this game, the only one you get that I can remember that was a dot. I think there's a couple more. I could be forgetting. I don't think I am, but you get Acid Rain. It hits all enemies on the map, and it does a little bit of damage, and then does a damage over time. But this game's not hard enough for DOTs to have any real use. Like, why do that and make something take 3 hours when you could just be like, and kapow with a bazooka?
Yeah, you die.
And then you're hit and dead anyway. Because nothing has, like, more... No regular enemies that I can think of have more than like 1,000 hit points. That's it. And then you get the bazooka back at the end game, and there's a glitch in it, and you're supposed to only have finite amount of projectiles you can shoot.
Yeah.
It breaks. Oh, yeah, I'm at Fire Eyes. This is the girl that's leading this village. Do you remember at the beginning there was the old time, and well, she was one of the people in the 60s who got teleported here.
That makes sense.
So like the story here is like in the 60s, this doctor dude created something for people to have an adventure on, and he sent 2 friends and his granddaughter
back in time.
Not quite. It's nope. It's actually
alternate reality.
That's one way. He built the fucking planet.
Oh well, yeah, that'll do it.
He built the damn planet, and that planet has 3 islands on it. One set in the prehistoric time because she likes prehistory so much. The second place I go to is basically like a Greece Roman era with like, and then I don't know how that equates to you being on a damn desert, but it does. Like I don't know about too many. Whatever.
Okay.
Or Egypt too.
Egypt. Okay.
It's like Greece and Egypt, like, and it's separated by a desert.
Okay.
You go in a pyramid. You go in a mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
I don't know if that's actually what they call it though. It's like some kind of ruins. It's actually one of the neater parts of the game.
What's his name?
Dude, Doc Brown. Probably about the best damn name I've ever thought of for this dog.
How many times have you played this game?
Oh, I've beaten this game like 30 times. I'm actually ashamed of myself that I don't remember as much as I do. Well, I say 30. It's probably more like 15.
I mean, that's not awful. Doc Brown.
Doc Brown. Baddest dog in the whole damn town. I want to get a dog and name it Doc Brown. That's a great name for a dog.
The rules for dogs in general is this. All right? The rules for dogs in general is this. Do not name a dog something that you cannot yell.
Oh, yeah.
Like 15,000 times.
I could go outside and scream, Doc Brown! Doc, where are you? That would be great, honestly. People would be like, what the hell's going on, man? Marty? Like,
oh, dude, were you there for the day Marty Mcfly came back?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I have to show you that later. So in the movie Back to the Future 2, Marty McFly goes to the future, obviously, blah, 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 blah. But that happened in 2015, I think? So for the actual date and time that Marty came back, movie theaters across the country were holding like
Here he is again. The fucking random movie reference. Mars Needs Lumberjacks.
No, you're fine. You're not interrupting me. Right, they were doing this whole thing where they would show all 3 Back to the Future movies back to back to back.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. We dressed up as Doc Brown and Marty McFly.
Yeah, it was at TV.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. I was there for that.
Yeah. It was amazing.
You guys did great with that.
I thought so.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to get my first spell. It's called Flash. However, this is like the only time that Flash in any game I've ever played actually does a damage attack. Flash is always like some kind of blind spell because, it's Flash. But nope, they may as well call it Fireball. You throw a fireball at them. Now, you get like 1 billion spells, all right? But you can only have so many active at a time.
So you get Flash right now.
And Flash is your very first spell.
And it's going to cost you, what? 1 talon, 1 Oh.
No, you have to use money to buy ingredients if you don't find them because you're dog. It's the only way you get ingredients.
Oh.
And you also get, buy your equipment. Now, all of your weapons are given to you. You don't have to buy any weapons in the game.
Okay, well that saves you from having to grind it.
And like the Bone Crusher, I got that. I level it up to three times, and it gets like more empowered attacks, like in Secret of Mana. If you like that. But there is no other bone weapon type, right? After the bone, when you get to the next world and the ongoing worlds, you get swords instead. And then you get axe type weapons, you get spears. Spears, hand down, best weapon in the game.
I assume it's because of reach.
Exactly. You level up to the max level, he throws it harder, and it goes through everything.
Yeah.
And hits them. And if you get it at high enough level, you just like pop multiple things at once. And it's just like pop, 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 and it's really cool. The axe is probably the most useless one, honestly.
I would say that it probably does the most damage.
Nope.
Not really?
Nope. They do more damage than the sword, but the spear is just best overall. Has the highest damage. You can throw it. The only thing the sword has is that you can get some gear in this game that gives you behind the scene bonuses. I don't know. I'm pretty certain there's no bugs where they don't like work per se, like in Final Fantasy 6 or something. So assuming all of your bonus gear that buffs your stuff,
dude, you're gonna give me a mat to sleep on the ground in for 10 gold. What is?
Technically, they're talons. Here's some claws that I found on the ground.